take 3 on the EcoFlow ecosystem update. This is the problem with technology and with microphones and with everything else. You know, I thought it was working, it didn't sound like, look like it was working, and so yeah, whatever, you know, what are you gonna do? So we had gotten the EcoFlow all the way up to, let's see, we have gotten to wave 2, the air conditioner heater. We had gotten it charged all the way to like 98, 99%, 100% I call it, fully charged. And then we had gotten the Delta Max 2 all the way up to 86%. I stopped there for a little bit, for a little nap, a little rest, a little chill time, and we used up about 14% of the battery on the wave 2, which took it down to 86%, and we used up, well, that's all we did with that. Currently it's 2 o'clock and the EcoFlow Wave 2 is at, it's charging currently at 95% already, so that's good. And the Delta 2 Max is at 79%. So definitely a little more riding and we would be good for the night. The only things running on it is the air conditioner, which I ran and I charged it off of it. It runs off its own battery, but it gets charged off of that. Snake, 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 snake. That's a big girl. Hey, big girl. So the refrigerator is running constantly since 6 o'clock this morning, and then that the charging of the Wave 2. So the Wave 2 does not run off of the Delta 2 Max, it charges off of the Delta 2 Max. And I bought the cable and I need to figure out how to best do what, because I bought the cable to connect the Delta 2 Max to the Wave 2, but you can't have everything connected. You can't have the battery of the Delta 2 connected at the same time as the, yeah, I haven't played enough with it, but it's not looking right. It doesn't make sense to me. And so, something to work on. But, yeah, we're gonna let that Wave 2 get up to about 98, 99%. And then I'm gonna completely shut it off. So my only complaint that I have of the system right now, there's quirks and there's things, but truth of the matter is it's great. It does a great job. It does really good. But my only complaint that I have is the Wave 2, the air conditioner heater unit, has the worst standby ever. Like, ever. The standby on that thing is horrible. It loses power so quickly, more than it seems like it should be. Like, it's a little too noticeable, to the point where I need to make some tests and see how that's doing. I mean, is it really that bad, or do I have a faulty unit? Because if I leave that thing not on fan, not on eco, nothing, just standby, just on, it is horrible. Like, it really drops noticeably. And so that's my only complaint. Again, there's some quirks here and there of that and this and that, you know, nothing major, things you can live with. so far so good, I will say. It's met and exceeded my expectations. The alternator charger is a game changer. Truthfully, it's hard to say, you know, that word gets used a lot, that phrase gets used a lot, but it truly is a game changer. Right now, solar would be crap. Solar, right now we have those Canadian fire smoke, so the sun is kind of hazy. And look, I'm in the shade. I'm driving in the woods. I'm driving through trees. I'm on the road and I'm driving through things. So I'm not gonna get 500 watts. I don't care how many watts. I would probably have to put like 2,000 watts of solar panels up there to be getting 500. And I have it knocked down to 500. I could be getting 800. And so, yeah, you know, it's a game changer because I can see myself running the air conditioner all night, using the battery of the air conditioner, and by the time it depletes, dies, or whatever, I should be asleep and done, and the night has cooled down already. You know, there won't be 100 degrees outside. It should be 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and the temperature should be at its lowest point. Even if it's still warm, hot, humid, you know, I have slept a good bit by then. And so in the morning, I don't really need the Delta 2 Max much to run just the refrigerator and the lights that I would have used at night. And then in the morning, when I start going, I would probably plug this thing in or turn on the charging and charge the Wave 2 and charge my laptop, which usually I run at night. And it doesn't use up all its power all night, so, you know, charge those as I drive. And for the most part, what I do is, you know, I drive all day. I drive at least 10 hours. Let's say 8. I drive at least 8 hours, usually 10. Over here, ooh, nice job, man. You should, like, you know that you're not the only car on the road, brother. That's the thing. People are just selfish and idiots, man. I'm on my side of the road. I shouldn't have to stop for people that are not on my side of the road. This is a new bridge. Yeah. Yeah. Hope I got something cool, but I did get to see it. It's been a while since it's been open. That bridge has been down for a long time. Love roads that ride right next to the river. Y'all know that. If you know me, y'all know that. Alright, the Wave 2's already at 98%. Now, it charges fast. Really fast, too, truthfully. It's at 98% right now. I'm going to let that joker keep going for a little bit longer. See, I haven't felt like this before, but I'm starting to get to that point where being alone out here, even in the Wrangler. Now, the Wrangler wasn't a brand new car. I've never had really a brand new car out here. Grand Cherokee I would bring out. I brought the TJ out. I never felt like that. Yeah, the Grand Cherokee was more about capability than anything else. So I didn't push myself, obviously, in that thing as much as I did in the Wrangler. But now, I don't know what has happened where I'm like, you know, dude, I'm nervous about the water crossing. Y'all know I love me some water crossings. And there's some good ones here. But I'm also like, I don't want to drown my car. I don't want to damage the vehicle. Little rock garden I remember. One of my favorite roads here. Very comparable to Charlie's Creek in Georgia, in my opinion. Very, very similar. Again, in my opinion. I think Charlie's Creek gets a little bit more difficult, technical in certain spots. I've never seen this one rutted out in certain spots. The only problems I've ever seen on this one, as many times as I've been on it, has always been the water crossings. Either getting too deep or wore out by Jeeps or something, by four-wheel drives. I shouldn't say Jeeps, by four-wheel drives. One. I don't know if that would count as two, but I'm going to count it as two. Oh, my door's open. I was like, what's that noise? This was definitely the one I was worried about, and it's nothing. Nothing. Now that right there, quick little muddy to then try to get over it. Too easy, Drill Sergeant. Took a good line though. I got lucky. Took a good line. It's not as wet as it looks. Pretty, got roots under it. I mean, you had places to grip onto, so pretty easy. Not bad. The tires have been, I need to make a video about the tires. What's up, little dude? Yeah. All right. All right, well, nice. Good job, Tahoe. Good job, Tahoe. I'm gonna keep her in 4 high for a minute. We have one more, I would say relatively challenging, depending. Those were not challenging at all. The mud hole was probably more challenging than the water crossings. Oh, so it is 4. 1, 2, nice, yeah. What are we getting into here? Nothing major. Let's take it down the hole. Can't really see it. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Oh man, I want like a, man. There's a big rock right there. Watch out. Golly. That one almost got me. That one almost got me. Man. Well, that's the hard ones. I say that's 4 or 5. Muffler's doing good. Been having problems with the hangers. I finally got the right ones, and hopefully that's fixed the problem. How you doing, girl? Dripping water from everywhere. Nice and clean on the tires. Oh. Nice. Nice. And that's how you learn. So those were not hard, but you needed to think a little bit before just plowing through. And can't just say let's go, you know. You got 40s and all your gears and all that stuff fixed up, and yeah, whatever. That makes, you know, you taking the hard part out of driving, and that's all right, you know. But this is the one, this one's easiest because it's got rocks. But on a motorcycle, this one is ugly. You get caught in one of those oh, that's pretty deep, is it? Oh yeah. Unless I can turn around. I don't think I'm gonna redo that one. I don't want to go backwards on that one. Yeah, cool. All right, well, that's it. That's the hard part of this. I say, knock on wood. Yeah. We're gonna drag that thing, see how far we drag that thing for. Good job, Tahoe. BG, I'm gonna call her BG, big girl. Big girl said, yeah, let's eat.